Hello everyone, welcome back. I brought in my redwood forest. This is my kind of medium sized one with the camper van. As you can see, some of these top branches are getting pretty long now. We want to reduce them back. Don't want them getting too thick and heavy. We want to keep these kind of as tight as we can. These trees, I don't want them getting kind of too big and bushy, especially up around the top. So I think they also need to lose a couple of these lower branches. They're a bit low. So yeah, and also needs a bit of weeding. So let's get into it. I'll probably move the camera in a bit closer so you can see a bit better what's going on. Yeah, that might be a better idea. Okay, so I'll just take the camper van out for now. I don't leave the camper van in it all the time because I'm just kind of rusty and everything. So okay, so we'll start with this tree, I suppose. It's a good place to start. So we've got two apexes here growing, so we need to reduce one back. So we'll keep this one, but on the back one I'm going to take it back to maybe these branches here, and then here I'm going to reduce it back so that we create taper. I'm going to reduce it back to here, so this will become our new apex. This branch from this one back in, I'll take right back because it's too long. I have to work on a few trees at the same time here because they're interfering with each other so much. So basically what I'm going to do is, where I can, I'm going to keep the dividers where it's splitting into two like this, or if it's split into three I'll take out the third one. You know, branch either side of each other here, so we'll get rid of this back one. Okay, so get rid of the end of that one, and we'll keep going down, reducing it back to the first set of branches. Maybe down as we go further, we'll go to the second set, and so on. This one here is a bit long, I'll just reduce that back a bit. Under here with a bunch of loads of branches all coming out to the same place. So the first thing I'll do is clear out some of the smaller ones so we can have a look and see which is the best placed one. This one, where is this one coming from? Might be better to start at the bottom of these and work my way up, because I think that'll top off that one and off that one, and I'll work my way up, and then it'll be a little bit easier to see what's going on. Again, I'll take that top bit growing off that. I think I will take this one back to the first set, and then with one just above it we'll get rid of that one. We'll reduce back. There's a few smaller ones, then we'll take them out. This one here is kind of, one behind it. I'm going to take that whole big one out, I think. I'm not going to strip the trees bare. There's some branches I'll leave, which I probably will take off eventually, but just for now I just want to reduce it back a bit so it's not going to get get worse and worse and make it so it's a harder job in the future to reduce it. A lot of these I'll lose over the winter, which I don't mind, because like that I want them to be tight. I don't want them to be big bushy trees, so if I have to keep reducing them back every year. Okay, so this one is definitely too long, so I'm just going to take that back. Like I do with my big ones, then I don't mind. Just looking at this now. Up here, I'm going to take this one back further. Okay, so I think that one's done. It's hard to tell at the moment. So we'll just work around to the next one. And again, I can't see which branch is on which tree. So it's going from the one back behind, so just prune that one back a bit. There's some of these low ones. And some of these weeds are here. This little tree now back here. I'll just reduce these leaves back a little bit. You can see him a bit better actually from here. Get into that tree in the middle. Sorry if you can't see now what I'm doing, but I'm basically just clearing out the lower branches on this tree here. Okay, so this tree, there's not a lot really to do with that right now. I'll take that long one off, but it's only a small little tree, so I'll just leave that one grow away. Wood sorrel, it's a pain. Spreads around your trees so easily. Okay, another little one back here. Again, nothing really. I can take that branch back a bit. And then with this little one, again, nothing to do with that yet. Maybe that branch. This little one, we'll reduce the top branch back a bit. Other than that, it's okay. Another little one, maybe take that bottom branch off, it's a bit low. Other than that, this one's not doing a lot, so we'll just leave that one. Now, again, we've got to try and get in to this big tree back here, so I'm going to again clear out some of these bottom branches that have started growing off the trunk because they're just too low. Weeds. Just again at the moment, just getting rid of the bottom ones down here inside. If you don't kind of clear off the bottom branches, then your forest tends to look a bit more bush-like. You need to have a bit of trunk that you can see. Okay, so we'll look at this one. Again, see how long some of these branches are getting. Just reduce that one back, it's just a bit interfering. Right down here somewhere. I'm going to take off all the fronds that are kind of, when the branch grows out, it's like this one now, it grows out and then it stands up fronds going straight up, and then they start competing, so I'm just taking them off, keeping the more horizontal ones. But now I need to come right back in here with these. Got an opposite branch there, so I'll take that one out. This one again is really starting to compete, so I'll take that off. And again we have to decide on a height, so we'll just reduce it here. I'll take off that front one and keep this one going. This one's got big branch there coming forward, and again here. Let's just go back to the front again. Make sure I'm pruning off the right branches that I want. I want to keep this one, I think, and this one. Clean all that off to one. There's a new apex. Hoping you can still see what I'm doing. Okay, so I need to do something with this one. I'm kind of having to work a bit on one tree, then work a bit on the others, just so I can see what I'm doing. So again, we'll bring these back. I need to decide on an apex on this one. You can see where I did the last chop here, and then it grows another trunk, and then you chop it again, and that's how you'll get your so this one had a chop here first. I don't know if you can see that. It's had a chop there, then this grew, then I had another chop there, and now this is growing, so I need to give it another chop now. I want this one to kind of still be quite high. Maybe I'll go with here for now. So we'll take off both of them and just leave this as our new apex. Reduce this one back. So first set of leaves, and this one. It's kind of a bit awkward. I'll take that out completely. I'll take this one off completely as well. It's directly opposite these. Now I need to decide on these. I think I'll take out this bottom one. Look underneath, you can see again, down to tree level. You see some of these branches are very low. I'm not really seeing much trunk, so I'll take them out. Just find one, so just rip them off. Now you can see there, now you can see more of the trunk. This one back here is pretty similar. We could do with reducing this one back too. It's a bit better. Got a long branch here, we'll get rid of some of that. I'll take this back to there. And this one back as well, I think. I want some branches just going over the kind of path, but not a lot. I want to be able to get a bit of light in there. This branch here is going kind of a little too much, but I don't want to take it off completely. I do like I said, have some branches growing across a bit. Back here, needs a bit of work up top too. It's very move that back a little bit. So I'm working on this one. And so again we got some opposite branches here. I'll take that one off and I'm just going to take that one right back. And again we've got two apexes. Two apex, I don't know, I'm thinking this one's a bit horizontal to be an apex. We'll take that off. Maybe we'll take this big one off. I'll just take that back to there. Reduce this back. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere now. And here now again. In here we've got these branches are coming from this tree and they're kind of shooting out and shooting up. So we need to see what I'm doing. I need to reduce them back, take off the pieces that are shooting up. Some of these ones under here. One thing with these is they grow from old wood and everything, they send shoot out everywhere, so you can kind of not have to worry too much about where you're pruning branches because they will grow back. And like I said, a lot of these branches will die off in the winter because unless you leave them hard enough before you prune them like this, then if I prune soft branches like these, they'll just die back and they'll drop off in the winter. But like I said, I don't mind that. That's what I do with my big ones to keep them more conical shaped, is just let them die back in the winter. Basically, I can just keep pruning the fresh branches. Mainly because I just don't have the room to grow big long branches out on them, especially in a forest. You want kind of, you don't want them too spreading all out. Okay, we have another big branch here coming straight up. Get rid of that one. The main thing was the tops, basically, was my biggest thing today. I wanted to reduce the some of the big shoots that are competing with the apex, because you will end up just pruning them off eventually anyway, so we get rid of them now and then the apex can concentrate. So these are all being reduced nicely now. Okay, so I'm just going to step back now and have a look at it. Okay, so I think I'm happy enough with that for now. Tree wise, they're to prune back quite a bit. You can see the amount I've taken off. a lot of foliage there taken off. So all I'm going to do is clean up the weeds and stuff, the landscape. And then a bit closer now. Drop it down a bit. So you see there's a lot of weeds in here, so I'll give it a weed in and then we'll come back and have a look. Okay, so I've got it all weeded now. I'm just going to put a bit of mother. I have this fine soil on my little gravel road. This is just very fine macadam basically. Just to kind of sieve stuff. Just put it down like that. And then put another row of it here. That's where the tyres have marked. Made the mark. All that in. Put it down the back. And let's just put a bit of moss in between. Just to like, it's like a dirt road kind of thing. You can see there now. So then, I'll give it a proper water when we take it outside. Just run it down a bit just so it stays put. Okay, so that then, we can put our camper van in. He's just either decided to stop there for a cup of tea. Maybe it's Tom. Right. So we'll just come back now and have a look at it from back a bit. Okay, so now we've got the tops reduced. That was the main thing. It's still quite full, the forest, as you can see, but it's definitely cleared out a lot compared to what it was. So we should have less dieback. As you can see, there's a lot more bare trunk now, which I think is a lot better. Okay, so we'll call that done, I think. Okay, so we'll call that one done, yeah. I need to do my big one as well, but I'm kind of waiting for my arm to get a bit better before I go lifting that one in. It's quite big and heavy, but it probably needs doing soon, so maybe I'll have to get someone to help me. So that's it for this one anyway. We'll take it out and give it a watering. So as always guys, if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.